Hello and welcome to more Dekkaru Cube. I'm digging this cube so far, so we're gonna keep drafting it. Okay, we got Oracle of Moldiah. I think this card is absolutely fantastic. Smuggler's Copter seems especially good in this format where you have like a Graveyard Matters theme, you have some very low to the ground creature aggressive decks. So I like that. Arid Mesa helps with fixing, although I don't think I would take it. The Boat, actually a pretty decent card in like kind of mid-rangey formats like this. Drifter is very good, and then Citadel is fun. I don't know how much I would be willing to use it, although I guess if you have like the Go Wide Sacrifice deck and you have like one of the creatures that makes opponents lose life when you lose creatures, and you just tap this to do 20 damage to them, that's pretty good. I'm almost looking at starting with Smuggler's Copter, although that's probably just worse than Oracle, but it does keep me open, and it seems like aggro is actually very good in this cube. So I think I'm going to start with Smuggler's Copter. Well, we could have gone Oracle into Corsair, which is cool, but I can go Copter into, let's see, we have Palace Jailer, Venerable Knight. So this is a Knight, this is a Soldier, this is a Knight as well. So that's an option. There is Smokestack, which is something to look at. There's also Hallowed Fountain, if I want to stay a bit more open, but I mean, this card's so good. And if we're beating down, becoming the Monarch makes it a very good top end, and then hopefully I can wheel one of these two white cards. Although there are a lot of good white cards here, so I could also just take Ophiomancer. You know what? Maybe I take Ophiomancer here. And try and like wheel Smokestack or something. Because I think the stack deck is, ooh, there's a Death Cloud in this cube. Man, I love this cube. Yeah, I think this might work a little bit better. We can take something like Hissing Iguanar. This is a 10 mana 12/12. I read this before, but I need to get my mind around it. So it doesn't enter attacking, and then when it dies, you get a 6/12. It's such a weird card. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just fine. I'm kind of looking at taking this Iguana. There's a lot of things that make sacrificing creatures good. And so just kind of doubling up on the enablers, I think is a place where you want to go. Death Cloud, each player loses X life, discards X cards, sacrifices X creatures, then sacrifices X lands. I think that would be better in like the Wildfire type deck instead of the low to the ground kind of aggressive deck, just because like if you cast this for 4 mana, it's like a Smallpox that costs way too much mana. So you really want to kind of save this for a deck that can generate that much mana and then has permanents to sacrifice. So it's good if you have like artifact lands and things like that, I would imagine. Okay, we got Goblin Cratermaker is fine. Necrotoll is very good, although a little bit expensive. Formation's good. Vannifar would be nice. And then Bonds of Insight. So each player mills 4 and you get 2 instant or sorceries back. That's pretty cool too. And this is, they sacrifice a creature, planeswalker, discard a card, and then you reanimate something. I'm looking at Necrotoll here just because it's a 4 mana creature that kills something. This is fine. I can kill Emrakul, which is kind of funny. But I think I'm going to probably stick to black for now and take Necrotoll. Ooh, Liliana seems very good here, right? Whenever something you control dies, you get her back. And then she can reanimate like small creatures. Yeah, I think I like that a lot. Godless Shrine's good. Black-white is pretty nice. And ooh, Lingering Souls. What if I take Lingering Souls? That is a much better enabler than Liliana. And there is a Venerated Loxodon in the pack. I think Lingering Souls might be better than Liliana. It's going to make the mana a little bit hard. But we could also just go black-white or very light splash for Lingering Souls. We'll see. There's a Woe Strider. There's also a Heroic Reinforcements. Ooh, there's so much stuff you can do here. Also, finally a cube with Echo of Aeons in it. I don't think LED is in this format, but the artwork on this card is enough to put it in the cube, even if you're not playing it. This is a 1 mana 2/1, and you can get it back if you've attacked. No, if an opponent lost life. This is pretty nice. It gives you a sacrifice outlet. I think I'm going to take Woe Strider, because it gives you a token and a sacrifice outlet, which is pretty close to what you want. Lazatop Reaver. Gives you 2 creatures for 1 body, pretty nice. And there's like a Settle the Wreckage, which could be good. And Magmatic Sinkhole is also kind of tempting, but I don't really know what colors I'm going into. So I think I can say with almost certainty I'm going to be black, but I don't know, you know, red or white what I'm going to be doing. If I knew for sure, I'd probably take Journey to Nowhere, but Brain Maggot is still pretty good. Even though you can't do the trick where you sacrifice it with the trigger on the stack, so they lose things forever. It's still just nice having some amount of disruption to stop, you know, bigger decks from just completely running you over. Oh, okay. There's an Arid Mesa. There's also a Secure the Wastes. And there is Bolas's Citadel, so you could try and do the thing I talked about. I think we're trying to be a little bit lower to the ground than what Citadel allows for. Secure the Waste is pretty good with something like Hissing Iguanar, though. But I need the fixing for it. I'm going to take Arid Mesa. Wow, Hollowed Fountain and Palace Jailer came around? What the heck? Alright, well, I'll take the Jailer here. Sword of Vengeance is fine. Let's do also First Strike, Trample, Vigilance, and Haste. I think it's just a little bit too expensive for what we want to do. I mean, this card's absolutely enormous. I'm not going to play the Forest. Alright, I'll speculate on this, I guess. I don't think I'm going to get enough permanence to make that work, but we'll see. Formation's pretty nice here. Godless Shrine, okay. So we're probably black-white with maybe a light Hissing Iguanar splash, because I do actually have Arid Mesa. We can take a Looter over the Echo Vans. Alright, so blue is also open, which is kind of strange. But black-white seems also very open, so everyone's fighting over green, which is good that we didn't take that Courser, I guess. Heart of Kirin is really only good if you have Planeswalkers. Hushbringer. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying, don't cause abilities to trigger. That's kind of sketchy. There's a Wooded Foothills, which cannot grab Godless Shrine. There's Thraben Inspector, Precursor Golem, I guess Phyrexian Arena too. This goes here, and this is in the speculation pile. 2 mana 1/2 Flying Lifelink is good, but I don't think I can afford to have this if I'm trying to do something like Hissing Iguanar, kill him. So what do I do? Because Palace Jailer went around, so I imagine Thraben Inspector is going to. What does this do? At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card. Then if they don't let you draw it, they take a bunch of damage. That actually seems kind of cool too. I'm kind of looking at this Murderous Cut, and then maybe I can wheel Thraben. That seems more plausible here. Ooh, Thoughtseize. I'm down for Thoughtseize, although there is a Blood Crypt and a Triplicate Spirits. But I think this deck needs a little bit more hand disruption. So I'm going to take Thoughtseize and hope to wheel one of those other cards. Ooh, Gurmag Angler, but Cryptbreaker is kind of better here. I don't have any other zombies really, but this guy... Oh, I do have zombies. Yeah. Turn 1 Cryptbreaker is such a strong play in a lot of matchups. And Gurmag Angler would be good, but the 1-drops, man, you got to get down quickly. Ooh, Thalia? Yeah, I'm down for Thalia. Rankle's good. Smallpox. I like Ishkana as well, but I'm not anywhere near green. Thalia just stops our opponents from doing a lot. It does hurt our deck a little bit, but that's cool. And then probably Smallpox or Rankle will get on the way back. There's Blood Artist. That's the card we wanted. Tidehollow Sculler is great. Thalia is good too, but this card makes our deck a lot scarier. Nyx Lotus, Spyglass. I think I need to take this Bloodstained Mire here. Makes our deck a lot better, and probably at this point we have enough red to at least splash the Hissing Iguanar. And then maybe we get like a Shriekmaw on the way back or something. Unearth, I like, because it can get back Blood Artist or the Iguanar or all of these things. Dread Return is actually kind of interesting. I don't think I'm going to have the red mana for Bushwhacker, but it would be good here. The only reason I like Dread Return is we have a lot of tokens, and it's also a sacrifice outlet. But I think Unearth is probably going to be better in general. And there is a chance that Dread Return comes around. I like Scrap Heap Scrounger. Ancestral Blade gives you a token. And then Stitcher's Supplier is fine, but we don't have much like synergies to go with the graveyard yet. So I think I'm just going to take the 2 mana 3/2 that can keep coming back. This card is really nice. Alright, good. We did wheel Thraben Inspector. If Spider Spawning was cheaper, maybe I would try it in this deck. And if this didn't cause our creatures to not trigger, I might take that. But we'll just take Thraben Inspector. Here I could take the Blood Crypt. That's actually a really nice thing to have come around. So we're just straight up Mardu with maybe literally only 1 red card. Gurmag Angler is actually kind of tempting here. I don't think I have the mana for Champion of Wits or Angel of Sanction, so we can take Gurmy Boy. It just hits hard, and if we're trying to play a lot of things like Thoughtseize and early creatures we can sacrifice, plus we have quite a few fetches, Gurmag Angler gets a lot easier to cast, although it is kind of in competition for Murderous Cut, so having both of them is not the best thing ever. Nice, we got Rankle back. I almost wondered if I should take Underground River and go 4-color, but I think multicolor aggro is just bad. I didn't even read this card. Whenever a creature dies, you may reveal cards until you reveal a creature that shares a creature type with it. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I don't think I want to play it. Wow, why is blue so completely open? What the heck? I really want to know what other people are taking, because it's felt like my colors are open. Like I've never had a problem. But then also blue is wide open. I really don't know here. There's a Path to Exile, which is probably what I want to take. I need a little bit more removal. And then hopefully Digraph Ghoul, Prismatic Vista, or Plaguecrafter comes around. But this card is too good, I think, to pass up. Okay, Gravecrawler is very nice. Porcelain Legionnaire is good. This Bushwhacker is actually something we could splash because it's a lot easier to cast. How many zombies do I have? Crypt Breaker, Lazatap Reaver. It's so good. Yeah, I think I just need more 1-drops. Because playing this turn 1 is such a strong play. Ooh, we get to play... I think I want a Dreadhorde Butcher here. Because it has haste, it comes down very quickly, and we have actually a good bit of removal to get this through for damage. The other option is Glint Sleeve Siphoner or Mimic Vat. Mimic Vat is actually kind of fun, although it gets exiled at the end of the step, so you don't like get to repeat death triggers unless you have a sacrifice outlet. Precinct Captain is also really good if you can get it down early, but that is pretty good if you can get it down early. Both of these are good. Maybe I just take the card that's easier to cast. Although, this card's so good. I'm going to take this. Hope to wield the other one. Mesmeric Fiend, Flicker Wisp. Pia Nalar I like. The Lich gives you the Monarch. The Fiend does go well with sack outlets, and we have... I think we only have Woe Strider right now as our sacrifice outlet. So if I can find one more, that would be probably pretty good. She lets us sacrifice artifacts, which is not necessarily the best. I think it's between these two. And I think I'm going to take the cheaper card. I like the disruption here. Ooh, Champion of the Parish. That's good. Charming Prince lets you blink a creature so we can reset something like Palace Jailer, which is good. How many humans do I actually have? I don't think I have that many humans. I have Thalia. Blood Artist is a vampire. Yeah, I don't think Champion's actually that great. I think I might just take Krenko or Windswept Heath. Krenko's actually really good here. Yeah, we'll just take Krenko. Because he makes tokens. So even if you just attack once, make a token. Ooh, Cloud Goat Ranger, Oust. Oh, so many good cards. And a Knight's Whisper too. And a Fleet Roof Cruiser. I think I want to take the Ranger just because it's so good it makes a bunch of tokens. Ooh. There's so much stuff. I almost think at this point I just want to take a Silent Clearing, but Angel of Invention is absurd. But this is really good. It fixes our mana and it stops us from flooding out. We already have 26 playables. So I'm just going to take the fixing because we're likely to get... Yeah, what the heck? We can take Rune Raider. At the beginning of our end step, if we attacked, we flip this and we draw a card essentially. If we play this early, it's going to be good, but I think we're trying to keep red splash to a minimum. I kind of regret taking this Dreadhorde Butcher just because we only wanted a couple red cards. There is Banishing Light, so I have Path, Thoughtseize, Unearth. I think I like the Rune Raider a little bit more. Okay, Digraph Ghoul versus Plaguecrafter. I think, the Edict is pretty nice, but the 1-mana 2/2 is also very good. Like, we can start really strong. And we do have quite a few zombie synergies. So I think I'm going to take the Ghoul. There's a Woe Reaper. This is a 1-mana 2/1. Alright, and then... This is not a Kiln Fiend deck. If we had the mana for it, Whirler Roll could be good, but we got Faith's Fetters. I did not wheel... I forget what I was trying to get from this pack. I just remember it didn't come around, but somehow Dig Through Time and Familiar's Ruse did. I'll take the blue fixing land, I guess. Just nobody's drafting blue. I think I would prefer Murderous Cut over the Gurmag Angler, and I don't think I want to run both, especially with Rune Raider. We need to make some cuts, though. That's for sure. Grounder is good. Like, this whole deck is very good. I don't think I want to play the Woe Reaper just because it looks like our early mana is going to be mostly black. Rhythm of the Wild, Ephemerate, sure. Ephemerate Cloud Goat is kind of good, but I don't think I'm going to play this unless we see an opponent who has, like, a ton of removal. And then you can just use this as a way to, like, protect your creatures and then maybe get some value hitting, like, a Cloud Goat Ranger or a Palace Jailer. I'm tempted to cut... I have a lot of disruption, so if I just play an early Krenko and get in a hit, this can just take over the game. Tempted to cut this just because getting black-red might be hard, but it's so good early. But I need to cut something because I have 27 playables. What is going on? Honestly, that is kind of absurd. I think maybe white wasn't open. I just kind of... Yeah, white probably was not open. I don't know if I'm going to play this. I can sideboard it maybe. So maybe like black and blue were the colors I was supposed to be. I could see that, but all the white cards I have actually work really well in this deck. So much disrespect. I need to cut 2 cards. I think I like Rune Raider because it just lets us kind of keep going through our deck. We have Mezfiend and Brain Maggot and Thoughtseize to like stop our opponents from doing stuff. I like the Jailer a lot because we're going to be the ones attacking, so drawing cards is very good for us. I don't know what to cut from this. So I think I've decided to go with more consistent mana. So I'm going to cut Dreadhorde Butcher, and I think I'm going to cut Krenko, and then just bring Krenko in against opponents who don't have a lot of removal, because it is a 3-mana play. So if you top deck him, he doesn't do that much, and he's also in one of our splash colors. Like, this card is worth splashing, but I don't know if these are necessarily good enough to make our mana worse, because the rest of the deck is very good. And this is probably an okay 16-land deck, just because our curve is so low. So that's another reason to cut, you know, a 3-drop, just make it much more efficient. Our top end is Cloud Goat, which is like what you would want your top end to be anyway. 7-1-3. So that gives us, I think I want to do this probably. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. That's too much. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white, and 10 black. I think I'm going to go down to 5 and 11. So I think this is 9 white, 11 black, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's totally fine. Like, we only have a couple white spells, and then our double white cards are at top end anyway. And then this gives us red sources. We have 1, 2, 3, just for one red card. Seems totally okay to me. Especially when we have looting and ways to get rid of this if we can't cast it. See you guys round 1. Alright, we are playing against Mr. Fishman09. Let's go first. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. Pretty hard to mulligan turn 1 creature, turn 2 copter with removal backup and a land that can sacrifice to draw cards if we hit a swamp. Opponent kept 7. Cool, cool. Let's go Plains Inspector. Hey, you too. Thanks, opponent. Okay, so they're playing green. Search for Tomorrow. I can work with this. Smuggler's Copter is simultaneously very good against green and kind of sketchy. Just because it's an artifact, they can kill it kind of easily. But things that are good is Smuggler's Copter's looting ability is going to be clutch here. And then for like triggering Murderous Cut. And then Necrotal killing like a Courser Crewfix is going to be pretty good too. Love the videos. Thanks. I'm recording right now. Gotta hit him with the pressure, you know. Oh, blue-green. Okay. So we're going to crew the Copter. It is a little bit suspicious if they kill our Smuggler's Copter, but that's okay if it happens because we're hitting for 3 and we get to loot, which is a lot better. Okay. I will in fact loot. I like Path. I don't have that many double white cards, so I think at this point I can discard a Plains. And then crack this clue. Yeah, we're gonna go Swamp. No, I want to crack the clue because if I draw a 1-drop creature, I want to be able to cast it. Woe Strider, okay. And then I guess we'll play a Silent Clearing. It gives us the opportunity to cast Path to Exile if we want, and I don't think my life total is going to matter that much, hopefully. Oh, did not expect 3 colors. Oracle, alright, so don't reveal land on top. Alright, negate is cool. So we want to use our removal before before they can draw negate and kill us. I'm not going to Path Oracle now, I don't want to give them too much mana. And, ooh, Rune Raider. I think I might just Necrotal. It's the most mana efficient play. Does not play around days, but kill you. We do get to hit for 4 here. And I have to decide what I want to discard. Oh, Crypt Breaker's so good. Maybe it is a Woe Strider because I can escape it. Alright. Get some value that way. Although I'm probably going to delve that away to Murderous Cut. But the rest of my hand is so good. Like next turn I can go Rune Raider. If I draw a land, for example, I can go Rune Raider, Crypt Breaker plus Path, which will be really nice. So opponent drew negate. I drew Scrap Heap Scrounger. I like that boy. But I think I want to draw cards here more. So let's play Rune Raider. They exclude. Okay. Probably here we're just going to play our Crypt Breaker then. And use that to crew the Copter. Then we're going to discard a Scrap Heap Scrounger because we could just get it back. Yeah. Man, Smuggler's Copter is so good. I'm really happy I first picked that card. Opponent's down to 6. They have a ton of mana though. And they have a negate, so I can go like, let's say they play an Eldrazi, or yeah, that thing. Ooh, do they have a land too? Okay, but they're at 6. Oh, there's a fetch land too. So their hand is negate and 1 unknown. I'm actually kind of glad they killed my Rune Raider. So they're gonna have 12 power in play. Okay. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize them. We're gonna take the negate, although they're probably just gonna negate the Thoughtseize, which is fine. It also gets them to go down to 5 life. Oh wait! Oh, I was supposed to kill it in response, huh? Yeah. I noticed after it was too late. Negate and Avacyn's Pilgrim. We'll take negate, leave them with the Pilgrim. Then we're gonna crew this Copter. I think I'm gonna get back Scrap Heap. Yeah, we're gonna play the Swamp, get back Scrap Heap Scrounger, holding up Path, getting rid of Rune Raider. Crew here. Hit them for 3. I think I still win, but I should not have made it this close. Rankle will be very good next turn, so I can just discard Murderous Cut, I guess. Never a good sign. Then I could Path to Exile Avenger on their upkeep, because we know... Actually, do you even have to? I think I should. And then we can play Rankle. We have 2 flyers, so unless they draw like exactly Hornet Queen, we should be okay. But I was supposed to kill it in response to the Misty Rainforest fetch. These would all be 1/2s, and this would be much, much easier. Okay, but we have Rankle. That was an amazing draw, though. Holy cow. Like, that would have been game-winning if it weren't for Rankle. Although they're not attacking, so maybe it's not the end of the world. Okay, we got game 1. It was close. I misplayed, which made it a lot harder than it needed to be. So that's on me. Let's see. So they have a bunch of random ground creatures. I think my main deck configuration is fine. Like, I just want as many flyers as I possibly can get. I'm looking at this 12/12 Trampler, but I think we're just gonna keep it the same. This hand is close to good, but it's only 1 land. I think I can do better. Oh boy. This is probably better than a 5-card hand because I also have Silent Clearing, which I can sacrifice, but wow. That's literally the inverse hands. 1 land and then 1 spell is kind of rough. It's also rough that this one, it doesn't cycle, it just Dude! Oh, maybe this was not better than 5. In fact, I think this almost certainly was not better than 5. But I do have a lot of looting effects, like if I draw the Gravecrawler that can... Oh boy. If I draw the zombie that can discard lands, that's good. If I draw Smuggler's Copter, that's good. But I think we might just die here. Oh, okay. That's actually a way to not die. Although, the problem with Palace Jailer is if you start the Monarch going when you don't have a good board presence, it's just going to be good for the opponent. Like, if they play like a Thragtusk or something here, or do nothing. Okay, we'll continue this streak, I guess. We'll play a Swamp and pass turn. Hopefully they don't factor Fiction here. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to draw a lot of spells because this is way too many lands. And it really looks like they're holding up Exclude. Really? But I'm gonna run into Exclude here. Because if they don't have it and we can start the Monarch, that's so good. Okay. Get out of here, birds. And now I can start drawing cards, and hopefully that can find me non-land cards. Perfect. What do they have in hand? That's so weird. It could just be an Avenger of Zendikar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Although, so I literally just cast Palace Jailer and won the match. That's all I did. Little did opponent know my hand was all lands. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fishman. You conceded way too early, though. See you guys next round. Alright, we're here for round 2 against Slutties. This hand is great. Turn 1 Digraph Gruul, turn 2 Blood Artist, turn 3 Lingering Souls, game over. I almost wish they had shocked themselves to cast like something that doesn't do anything. Didn't want to see a land there, but 5 lands is still okay because our hand has so much power in it, and hopefully Digraph Gruul can get in for a hit or two before opponent plays a good blocker. Okay. I can work with this so far. And we drew Iguana. Okay, that's... I mean, I can't cast it, but it's good eventually. And it gives us a good backup if Blood Artist gets killed. Attack here. So we get in at least one hit. We get to play this dude, which gets very scary. They probably have a kill spell for Blood Artist, but even if they do kill it, they say hi you too. Okay, so they do have Goblin Crater Maker, so they can actually block, sacrifice, and then kill it, which is kind of sad. Okay, let's... I mean, I might as well attack here. Because they might just trade and not kill Blood Artist. Like, give them the option to make the mistake before I play Lingering Souls. But yeah, this is what I expected. They still actually take 2 damage in the process. Then we get to play Souls. So they're pretty happy. Let's draw a red source, shall we? And we do have Unearth as well as something that we could draw eventually. Okay, opponent does nothing. There's our red source. So I'm going to play this fetch and move to combat. Opponent's doing something. Because I want them to use, yes, we want them to use removal on stuff before we get down Hissing Iguanar. And I think I'm going to play the Iguana before I play Lingering Souls. Blood Crypt, yes. Just because it hits like slightly harder, I guess. Wow, they had a lot of removal. Okay, I regret that, but it's cool, it's cool. Hopefully they just play Bone Crusher Giant. Or it's a Kefnet. So at least I can kill Kefnet. Silent Clearing. So let's see, I can Lingering Souls here. I think I can do everything I want to do. Flashback Lingering Souls. Play Silent Clearing. Sacrifice Silent Clearing to draw a card. And then Murderous Cut using my graveyard. And we're gonna keep the Iguana just because I have Unearth that I could draw. So they just let it die, so they don't want to draw Kefnet, which is interesting. If they have like a Pyroclasm, then we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant I'm not scared of. It doesn't really do much. There's our Unearth. That's actually really good. So let's lead with Mesmeric Fiend. See what they got going on over there. Phyrexian Metamorph, Inferno Titan, Chandra Flamecaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they need to hit a land to be able to cast their good cards. If I hit them for 4, Chandra can wipe the board. I think, let's see. They can Chandra downtick for 1. They're going to take 4 here and fall to 8, and then they take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they die if they play Chandra. Inferno Titan doesn't exactly kill them. They take 8, they fall down, or they take 4, they fall down to 8. Inferno Titan's going to kill 3 spirits. So I think I take Inferno Titan. I'm not actually scared of Metamorph. And then I can go Swamp, Unearth, the Iguana, hit them for 4, and Chandra downtick kills them. I think. If I did the math properly. I think I did the math incorrectly, actually. Oh no. Right? How did I do that math so wrong? Chandra made way... Oh, I did the math so wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go to 3. And they get Inferno Titan. Yeah. Oh, I can kill Chandra. I don't actually have like any burn really. I want to kill Chandra because she can make red elementals like I'm dead next turn. I mean, if I killed Inferno Titan, they would have done the same thing. I think I was supposed to take Chandra. I don't know how I did that math so bad. I'm just deciding if I want to kill her. Because I kill her... Yeah, I guess my out here is drawing like Path to Exile for their Inferno Titan. Always yes. Oh boy. Yes. Yes. They fold 6. Could have been 3. Or Necrotal for Inferno Titan. That also works. Alright, go ahead. But I'm going to take a lot of damage from this, plus the Inferno Titan trigger. And if they don't play it here, I'm in such trouble. But there's no way they don't play it, right? Okay. I'm going low. We kill this. Rune Raider is a little bit suspicious here. I'm not going to lie. They land past turn. We're going to take 4. We're going to fall to 4. Although maybe not. Maybe they're scared of my Necrotal. Like, that I can attack and kill them. No! Opponent, stop! I'm gonna take it. How much damage does this do? When it becomes the target of a spell, it does 2 damage to me. Okay. So what's my best draw here? Palace Jailer would be quite good. It's an ability, not a spell, so it doesn't trigger Bone Crusher. The Cloud Goat Ranger would be absurd. Second main phase, activate Mishra's Factory. Interesting. Is Tinker in this cube? Huh? Why wouldn't you just copy the Bone Crusher Giant? I actually don't get that at all. Let's go ahead and go Crypt Breaker. And we're gonna try and trade off Runebreaker with the Giant here. I cannot attack with Necrotal because then their Mistress Factories become kind of an issue. I don't get copying this at all. Unless they have something they want to cast for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Oh, now we're in trouble. Yeah, because now I have to chump with Crypt Breaker, I think. Yeah, that's strange. Now I know they have Pact of Negation, which is also good. But they do get to attack with, I guess, no, actually we don't have to chump with Crypt Breaker. I can chump with Necrotal, although I think Necrotal is actually just better. I can double block. Oh, I get it. I get it. They wanted to pump this into a 3/3, right? Yeah, because they can tap this to make this a 3/3 creature. I see. Well, is there any way I can get 4 hasty damage? I don't think this deck has a way to do 4 damage at instant speed. Rankle. I can draw Rankle. It would be a draw if I did Rankle, but I think that's what we're going to play for here. Yeah, we're going to play to draw Rankle, and that can at least tie the game. Or they don't pump, and then I can win with Rankle. Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. All right, deck, give me Rankle. That actually might do it as well. Palace Jailer, eat the Giant. This card's so unbelievably good. I don't take 2 because it's an ability, not a spell. They're top decking, I'm top decking. They can attack with both Mishra's Factory, so I need to keep back both my creatures. I get to draw a card. It's gonna be Path to Exile. It's a swamp. They're gonna draw a land. This game's still going somehow. No, what? Not even cool. Oh man, that was a very timely draw. Although it looks like I was very dead anyway. Oh no, what happens if I concede there? Do I lose game 2? I don't actually know. This feels like a much better Krenko matchup. Although they do have a lot of 2 mana like damage things, so maybe not. Gurmag Angler is pretty nice, just because it's big, and a lot of their creatures have like 4 power and they do 2 damage. Yeah, I think they have too much stuff to make Krenko good. Unbreakable Formation can play around some of their big board wipes and get in for a ton of damage, but maybe that's not necessary either. I think I want to get my... Yeah, they have so many things that can make Brain Maggot and Mesmeric Fiend kind of a liability. Like Forked Bolt, for example, is kind of awkward. So I think I'm going to cut Brain Maggot because it's worse than Mesmeric Fiend. I'm tempted to get rid of Mesmeric Fiend and have only aggressive creatures here, like cut that for Dreadhorde Butcher and get rid of a Swamp for a Mountain. That actually seems okay, because the Butcher can get really big, and that can be a problem for them. Alright. Alright, deck, we're on the play, let's go. Sure, I'll keep this. Turn 1 Digraph Ghoul, a very late Murderous Cut and Necrotal. I might just end up cycling this on Earth if I don't draw anything turn 2. Because we want to be proactive. We want to kill them before they can play Inferno Titan or Big Chandra, because board wipes are a problem for us. They kept 7 as well, which I don't like, but hopefully this gets in for a couple hits. Like if they have turn 1 Forked Bolt here, I guess we just unearth the Ghoul. Oh look, turn 1 Forked Bolt. Yep. How did I know? Because they always have it. Every time. Get you back. Play our planes. Pass turn. They kept a 1-lander. Yes! And we have Palace Jailer. Okay. I think we're just going to run away with this one. I want them to play a blocker here now. Okay, that's game over. Yeah, we're just going to become the Monarch, and they kept a 1-lander. Also, they have a Hissing Iguana. A lot of questions. Let's attack for 2. And we're just going to draw a million cards. I don't get the removal ability, but that's fine. Because I'm just going to draw a card every single turn now. At least I'm not the only one who keeps bad hands. Alright. That was so greedy by them. But you know what? To each their own. I kind of want to bring in this Woe Reaper. But it is a lot easier to cast than this Dreadhorde Butcher. But I think the Butcher is just a lot better. So I'm just going to run it back. And let's hope they keep a 1-lander again. Ooh. Well, I'm regretting this. But if I draw a red source, this hand is absolutely absurd. Also, opponent led with Mishra's Factory. I could Thought Seize my own Dreadhorde Butcher so I can unearth it the following turn. That seems like not the best idea. Goblin Crater Maker, Metamorph, Pian Kirin, Sin Prodder. Wow, their deck's like really good. If I take the Crater Maker, that reduces their turn 2 play. It also stops them from killing Thalia. Sin Prodder is a problem though, because that's going to give them so much card advantage over the course of the game. And then Pian Kirin is also a big problem. But I think I want to take Sin Prodder. That lets them play Crater Maker turn 2. Then I can play Thalia. They essentially have to trade. That actually, yeah, and then I can Earth. So I'm going to take this card. I think that makes the most sense. Yep, they do that. I play a First Striker. They kill the First Striker. I get Palace Jailer. Well, now I regret taking their Sin Prodder. Because Pian Kirin is going to be really problematic if I'm trying to maintain the Monarch. So they kill Thalia and then attack me for 2. Yeah, I regret this Pian Kirin decision. But if I draw a red source here, I still can't do everything I want to do. Well, at least I drew a land. I think I just want to cast a Rune Raider because it's a 3/2. Although Thalia, yeah, this is hard. Thalia actually blocks a lot better. So even though it's less mana efficient, this just stops their offense a lot better. Also, I don't know if they had an extra land here. They had 2 mountains that I saw. Crater Maker. They could metamorph my Thalia, I suppose. Okay, they do in fact have Pian Kirin. Yep. Oh. Okay. Okay. So they have Metamorph next turn. We can do this, because we're gonna set up Palace Jailer here. So I'm gonna go... Do I attack with Thalia? Because I think I have to Path to Exile their Pian Kirin in response to the Metamorph cast. So I think I do... I'm gonna attack, play Rune Raider, and hold up Path. Because if they do go for like a quadruple block, that's also very good for me. If they chump block, that's very good for me. Okay, if they take it, that's also fine. So we just don't want to have this reveal Murderous Cut. Plains is perfect. So yeah, I think I want to have them cast Phyrexian Metamorph and then Path Pian Kirin in response. They can get a Rune Raider, which is cool because their deck has a bunch of 6-drops. No, I have Thalia out! Oh no! Uh-oh. Yeah, that was bad. I totally forgot I had Thalia in play. Fortunately, it worked out for me, but that was bad. Pretty sloppy. I draw my mountain, so I can attack with a Dreadhorde Butcher and hold up Path to Exile. That seems good, getting in the hit while I can. Attack here, and I don't really want to take a hit from Pian Kirin or Mishra's Factory now because my life total is pretty low. So we're just going to attack with this one. Getting smited by your own Thalia feels pretty bad. So like it's a thing. We pass turn. We really want them to attack with just the Thopters. Okay. Take 1. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what they have. They can activate Mishra's Factory and use it to pump. Smuggler's Copter helps tremendously. Let's go Plains. I mean, yeah, this lets me just block everything. They already used a Braid. Just play this holding up Path. Although they can copy my Smuggler's Copter. I'm just trying to set it up so that when I Palace Jailer, I have the Monarch and just I can keep getting value. Because right now I cannot play Jailer and Copter. So yeah, I think the play here is to play the Copter, hold up Path. Did they side into mono red? I just realized I haven't seen a single island from them. And I don't think I attack because they can just block with Mishra's Factory. They're going to kill my Thalia? Interesting. I think I probably just want to kill Pian Kirin. Did not expect that one. Because now I can Palace Jailer the Thopter, or whatever. I would have Dekkaru Cube, sure. They hit a mountain. It's good for them. They have a lot of scary 6-drops. Then they're going to go like Inferno Titan, Metamorph Inferno Titan, and then I concede and cry. Alright, now I think I'm just going to set up the Jailer. Oh, they are going to Metamorph. I hope they just Metamorph the Thopter. Okay. So let's play you, get rid of their Thopter. So there's no way they're getting this back. Inferno Titan would hurt quite a bit. They're gonna crew their copter. I guess that makes sense. Although I could actually Path to Exile or Smuggler's Copter. That just plays really poorly into an Inferno Titan. So I think I don't do that. Do I play my Blood Crypt or do I keep it to discard? 2, 3, 4. I think I just keep it to discard. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Alright. No Inferno Titan here. Let's hope for the best. They actually had Inferno Titan. Ugh. How do they have it every time? So they can kill both of my creatures. Alright. And I don't actually have any power to keep the Monarch. Okay. Let's crew here. Yep. Alright, we need to make a very critical decision here. I have quite a bit of removal in the deck. The question is, can I win this game if I let them take back the Monarch? Because right now I can Path to Exile their Smuggler's Copter, block Abbot of Carol keep my Copter in play. If I draw a kill spell for Inferno Titan, we're just winning this game handedly. If I don't do that, I leave them with an Inferno Titan, which actually just kills me on the swing back. So I have one turn to draw a kill spell, but let's say, I guess I could just block here. So they still lose that, and then they have to activate Mistress Factory to Smuggler's Copter. So I guess I let them loot. And I guess regardless of what I'm doing, I'm going to block the Abbot. So I get to see what I'm drawing before I decide what to do with my Path to Exile. Let's draw a card, yes. Rankle. That might solve all my problems, actually. I can discard Blood Crypt, and then I can Path to Exile, not quite. Because they can activate Mistress Factory because of their one... Yeah, they have 1 mana available to activate that. Alright, we're discarding this. So I can take back the Monarch. So I just take 3 here, which is fine. And then I can play Rankle. Alright, we're going to just path the Inferno Titan. They get to draw 1 extra card. And yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, I could have, if they didn't have this mountain up, I could have Rankle and made them sacrifice a creature. But unfortunately, ooh, Scrap Heap. This actually works pretty well, I think. I can go Rankle into Scrap Heap. In fact, oh, I don't have the black mana here. What do you do? Each player discards a card, loses a life, and draws a card. Sacrifices a creature. So we can go Rankle, Scrap Heap, use Scrap Heap to crew the Copter. Or I can go Rankle, hit them, discard Scrap Heap Scrounger. I think I like just going Rankle and Scrap Heap. Crew here. Although I could crew defensively, which might actually be better. So I become the Monarch, I put the trigger on the stack. I don't think I'm going to do anything because my Blood Artist is pretty good. Is Blood Artist even good here? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to say done. Just do nothing. I'm the Monarch, I get to draw. Draw Swamp, which is good to discard to Smuggler's Copter on defense. Okay. Well, it looks like I should have made them discard a card, huh? So they can take back the Monarch. No, they can't. They need to actually play a creature to take the Monarch. And even if they play a creature, they have to sacrifice their Mistress Factory to make that work. Because I can block the factory with the Copter. They get in a hit with the Copter, but that's fine. Please don't be Chandra. Please don't be Chandra. Stop. Or Siege Gang would be pretty rough. Although, kind of okay with Blood Artist in play. They're not playing their spell immediately. They've been thinking about this for a good while now. So it can't be that good for them. So it's probably not Chandra. Because I think, well, even if you play Chandra, what do you do? Play Chandra -3 and then still just die to Smuggler's Copter? Oh. Okay, so they get to make a 4/4 dragon. Use that to... Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, but they don't take the Monarch. Ooh. Big trouble for opponent here. Swamp. Not what you wanted. So they can even double block with the Copter if they need to. So I think I can go Swamp Blood Artist. And this is whenever a creature attacks you, each dragon does 1 damage. I can crew the Copter and attack with Rankle and Copter, but I think I'm kind of just dead to the swing back, so I just have to wait. I get to draw a card off the Monarch, so hopefully it's like a Murderous Cut. That's gonna be good eventually, I guess. Oh, this is getting close. Sarkhan was a very good draw for them. He has no ultimate, but if they get 2 dragons, then my attacks... I guess I can Suicide for Blood Artist to like ping them to death if I draw like Lingering Souls or something. What is this much mana? Really? Really? That's how we're gonna go out? They're gonna win with my death trigger on the stack? Oh, that sucks. Yeah. It's gonna kill everything. I'm gonna die. And then I'm gonna have... Oh, it doesn't even hit flyers. Okay, never mind. They just won that cleanly then. What was I gonna draw? I guess it won't show me for some reason. Man, that was so close. I think we would have had that. I wonder if we misplayed at some point. I can't tell where it would have been. But see you guys round 3. Oh man, if we were on the play, this hand would be kind of unbeatable. It's still good, but we're not on the play, so like opponent can play a 2-drop before we can start disrupting their hand. Thalia before they can resolve a signet is so strong, but they did mulligan. What? Ha! Got him. That is not what you want to see. They effectively mulligan to 5 here, so they better have a really good 2-mana play, because I'm going to play the Mesmeric Fiend before I play Thalia, I think now. Just to limit... Ooh, Palace Jailer was a good draw too. Just to limit the total number... Wait! Oh, I wanted to play Cryptbreaker. I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh well. It works out. Let's go Bloodstained Mire, fetch a Godless Shrine, Mesmeric Fiend. That way they can't kill it in response to the trigger. Anji's Ravager. So they can't Bone Shredder anything. It attacks each combat if able, and whenever it attacks, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So we're going to take that. Next turn, we're going to take Rankle. I should have been able to attack with a Cryptbreaker, but not the end of the world. Okay, now it's getting to be the end of the world. Let's go ahead and go Brain Maggot to steal Rankle. They actually drew the Mountain as well. That's kind of crazy. Alright, get out of here, Rankle. So they have Bone Shredder and a Mountain. Can hit them for 1. They play Mountain, they pass turn. They know we have Thalia, but we don't actually want to cast Thalia. We would like to draw a land. Smuggler's Copter helps with those things, though. Play this. Hit for 2. Man, if they have a flash creature... I don't think there are many flash creatures in red-black, but if there are, we could be in some trouble. Smallpox. Okay. That's good. What do I want to get rid of here? I guess they drew Smallpox. No, we don't know what they drew. Guess I give them back Rankle? But losing a land here is really rough. Oh, I get to discard a card. What do I want to discard? I guess Thalia, probably. Just because they have Bone Shredder. And we're going to give them Rankle. Because I think letting them discard their hand and draw 3 is really kind of suspicious. They discarded a land, so they actually did have it. Rune Raider, alright. So we're going to crew this with... I guess we'll play Cryptbreaker now. Use that to crew the Copter. So yeah, not playing Cryptbreaker actually gave them back Rankle, so a pretty big misstep. Draw a land though. Unreal. Probably don't need Rune Raider, but that Smallpox was particularly brutal. They go to 12. I can path to exile my own creature. More than likely, I'm just going to path to exile their Rankle. Because if they play it in attack, they can make me sacrifice, but then they lose their Rankle anyway, so it's not that good for them. They can keep it back on defense, but then I path it. Yeah. We know the 1 card in their hand. There's our land. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to path it and get in for some damage. Player land. Exile that. Crew here. They have green? Uh-oh. Didn't know about that one. Attack. Loot. There's another land, so... I feel like Blood Artist isn't that useful. Sure. Strange discard, but... I'd rather just put creatures in play that, like, actively pressure them. Okay, yeah, I didn't think there was a way around that. They almost had us, though. That was pretty close. So they have Smallpox, Rankle. I feel like Necrotal is probably not that good against them. And maybe I want to bring in Faith's Fetters or Krenko. I'm not sure which one I want, actually. Maybe Krenko. Krenko's pretty good against Smallpox and stuff. If I play him early, it's good. Oh, well. This hand is also quite nice. Keep this. Hopefully they somehow play Divest. Ooh, Mesmeric Fiend. So I get to go Thoughtseize into Mesmeric Fiend. They kept in Necrotal. Okay. Ravager is a little bit suspicious. They can Madness it. They have Sarkhan, Necrotal, Cultivator's Caravan. So what if I just take Sarkhan? Because that card is going to get me eventually. I know they don't have the red mana, at least currently. The other thing I can do is take Selesnya Signet and then Mesmeric Fiend their Caravan, and then they have nothing. Actually, I like doing that. I actually like that a lot. Especially if we get down a Thalia. What? You drew a pack rat? Oh my god. Alright. We're in a lot of trouble. Although, I suppose they don't necessarily have a third mana. Because we could take their Caravan. They drew a pack rat? Oh my gosh. Caravan, Necrotal, Sarkin, Ravager. We just need them to not hit a land here. Come on! Why? And it's a red land. Oh my goodness. Opponent, what are you doing over there? Cheating and stuff. That's not even fair. Alright, alright. I mean, I think they want to just make a rat, although the Ravager is pretty good too. It was a red land too. That's unreal. And now they get to discard all their bad cards. I do draw a Copter, which will help temporarily, but this is pretty bad. They discard their hand and draw 3. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Because they can, like, if they draw a land here in particular, that's super bad for me. Because, come on! They can play a land, discard a card to pack rat, then Ravager, fill up their hand. Yeah, we're in trouble now. And that is, I think that's the biggest downside of discard as opposed to counter spells is you can't control the top of your opponent's library. So, like, we've been thought seizing them basically every turn, but we can't stop them from drawing pack rat into land, you know? Whereas with counter magic, you could at least counter the pack rat or the Ravager. So they have to attack. No attack with the pack rat. Yeah, they only have to discard 1 card. I think I have to just trade here. I can't. I need to try and draw a land here, but I also can't let them keep just drawing infinite cards every turn. Okay, there's our land. Thalia doesn't really help. So I think I discard Thalia. And let's hope they play something instead of activating pack rat, because then we can murderous cut the pack rat. Or we can make this play. I like this play a lot. We attack with Mesmeric Fiend. They don't block. Darn. I really wanted them to block there. Well, I think essentially at this point they just have pack rat available, so we have to somehow outlast this, which is almost impossible, but we're just gonna play a Woe Strider. If they had blocked, made it 2-2, we could have then murderous cut the pack rat they didn't block with and then traded, and then we can at least deal with this, but now they're gonna be pack ratting every turn and it's gonna get bad. I wonder what the green is for. I'm actually pretty curious about that. So we can trade, although I think they just don't even want to attack, which makes sense. Okay, there's an Iguana, which would be good. Let's attack with Woe Strider. The problem is they're just going to take it. Yeah, that's the problem. But actually, it's not so bad because maybe we can like kill them now. We can go Digraph Ghoul. I can Murderous Cut. It makes my Unearth worse, but that's okay. I can Murderous Cut a pack rat. And I don't really want to sacrifice this goat until I can activate Hissing Iguanar. Yep. And next turn, I guess they run out of cards to be able to double rat. But this is quite the magic card. I kind of hope they stay back. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna move to blocks and let them make a rat here to hit for more damage. Then we're gonna murderous cut the rat that they make. Hopefully? Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this. They hit for less, they also have no blockers. So we go to 9. Next turn they can hit us for 12 if we're not careful. We need a red mana here, and I think I just have to try and draw it naturally. Okay, Plains is not the worst. Plains, Raven Inspector, Investigate. I can sacrifice this clue. So I hit them for 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to be able to machine gun them down with Hissing Iguanar. I can attack like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can prevent 8 of the damage, and I'll take 4. Okay, getting on board. I do have some 1-drops I could draw with this clue, so I'm going to sacrifice it now. I should have done it pre-combat. Oh, that's good. That's actually quite good. Okay. That gives me a lot of blockers. And they're down to 9, so they can't really just like swing out, because if I have another kill spell, I think they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're very close to dead. I might actually beat this nut pack rat draw. I don't want to celebrate too soon though, because like obviously if they draw any spell, then we're in huge trouble. Because then, like, if they have a turn where they go, like, make a pack rat and play a kill spell, that gets really bad. If they don't attack here, oh man. Alright. So I think I'm just gonna double block, prevent as much damage as possible. Sack these to scry. They make a 4/4. They discard Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. Select this, scry 1. Scrap Heap, Scrounger I don't actually want. Select this, scry 1. Path to Exile. That gets rid of 1 rat, but I think I just need to find a red source. Or land for, yeah, Lingering Souls Flashback. So let's go Swamp. The problem is I have not hit red mana, and like, even if I do get this Lingering Souls down, I'm still in a ton of trouble. Pass turn. I go to 5, so I have to chump block everything. Okay. If they play this wrong, I could win if I draw a red source because I can play the Iguana and machine gun them down. I can't foresee them playing this wrong though. Oh, maybe. Man, just an attack for 2 would be so good for me. Although anything less than a full swing is really good for me. Okay, I can work with this. So we're blocking with the ghoul. I have to block every single one. And I think I need to leave them with Mesmeric Fiend because how does this work? So I lose all of these. Then I'm going to hopefully scry into a red source. I hit them for 3, they fall to 6. And then I play Hissing Iguanar. And this is sacrifice another creature. And this is only when another creature dies. So I can only put them down to... I guess I can get back Thraben Inspector. What if I block with Woe Strider here, and then I hit them for 4, and I can unearth the Woe Strider, and then play Hissing Iguanar. That doesn't seem that bad. I think I'm actually going to go for that. So let's make sure we can do this. Block like this. Let's make a... like this to scry. We need a red source. Ophiomancer. Ooh, that's going to be so good, but I think we're too late for that. It would have been good a little while ago, but I can't draw that and a red source, so we need to bottom that, unfortunately. And they're going to get back Cultivator's Caravan, which I don't care that much about, because I think we pretty much have to kill them this turn. Plains, no. We need a red mana. They don't do anything, and they can make 2 rats. So yeah, we're basically dead. We need Mountain. Crypt Breaker. That doesn't do it, because I can make 2. I can cycle Unearth. I guess I can escape this as a 5/4, but that doesn't do anything either. So I can cycle Unearth, draw a red source, and then play Iguana or Crypt Breaker. They swing out, and then they take... I'm still dead. Alright, so let's do... I guess Woe Strider makes the most sense. Yeah, we were very close to getting them, but just a little bit too short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're like basically dead. 1, 2, 3. I can attack for 1 in the air, and then I have to chump block with literally everything. Alright. They make 2 rats, and then I just die. They discard Cultivator's Caravan and Coalition Relic, so seems okay. I think, let's see what would have happened if we had just drawn a red source instead of Crypt Breaker. So we play Hissing Iguanar, we hit them for 1, and then we chump block for 6. I think I still lose in that case. But I get to scry for something. I don't know what it is, but let's see what card can win me the game right now. That's not it. That's not it. By doing this, it also makes them think that I could potentially have a board wipe. Rankle. That's as close as it can get. I can hit them for 4 and then draw a card. But I think that's as close as I'm going to get, but it's still not good enough. We're just going to keep scrying to make them think I have some way to get out of this. That's as close as I'm going to get as well, but no. We take it, we just have to draw the answer here. Rune Raider. I'm not going to show them that card. We're just going to concede. Okay, game 3. We're on the play. Pack Rat is a nuisance. I have Jailer and Cut for that. That's pretty much it. I guess I could take Fate's Fetters, but that doesn't seem that necessary. I think we're okay. They just had a pretty nice set of draws with that game. Alright, let's go first. no pack rats. I can Thoughtseize a pack rat, but the rest of this hand is actually kind of weak. I think I have to mulligan this. It's too sketchy. This hand is pretty good. Unfortunately, I have to put something on the bottom, which I guess is going to be this Hissing Iguana just because I can't cast it. And that's the mana base kind of coming back to haunt me. If I had hit a red mana, I drew like more than half of my deck, and I think I'm running 4 red sources, maybe 3. So you would think that I'm likely to draw one. I wonder what the odds are with 3 sources. I think I drew like 24 cards or something. I actually scryed way more in the bottom and didn't see a single one. They mulligan, okay. So we're gonna play Godless Shrine tapped. You're gonna duress. Oh man, if they have turn 1 duress into turn 2 pack rat, I don't know if I can beat that. This deck really struggles against pack rats. I was actually thinking of bottoming Path to Exile to play around duress, but I figured the risk of a turn 2 pack rat was just way too high. There's our land. Okay, I mean this is... Well, at least we have 4 lands for Rankle. So as long as we draw like a castable spell next turn, then we should be in like decent shape. As long as this is not... that's gonna find a pack rat. Although, if they activate it, that's gonna give us an answer to pack rat. And there's a red source. Okay, pass turn. They can only activate this during their turn. So they're just not gonna do it, okay. Let's fetch for a Blood Crypt. Engine's tapped. They know about Rankle, so they might be just holding up an answer. But I think we gotta go for it anyway. And I'm gonna play Plains. I already have like triple black here. Please don't kill it. Put this trigger onto the stack. I think we're gonna go each player discards a card, loses life, and draws a card. Because I don't mind losing this swamp. So they get to rummage, which is cool. I get to rummage, which is good. And this fills my graveyard for things like Murderous Cut. And hopefully they were planning on Wishclaw talismaning at the end of their turn, because that's just not going to work. They sent me a message. Hey, sorry, good luck. No problem. Making so many mistakes. I haven't seen them make too many mistakes. I mean, they just played a pack rat. They just drew really well. So they rummage. Ooh, we draw Rune Raider. That was a very good draw. Because we just need card advantage. Although maybe the mistake they meant was not activating the talisman right now. Because now pack rat doesn't do anything because I can make them sack it with Rankle. And, oh, I have a... my followers still up. I wonder how many there have been. I might just leave that. That way if you follow me on Twitch, you can maybe show up during one of my... Ooh, I don't know about that play. Well, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. Thoughtseize. So that's actually pretty good. I'm going to do that post Rankle. There's a lot of followers. You know what? Maybe we'll leave that. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see random people following me on Twitch. So I attack here. I think I'm just going to make each player lose a life and draw a card. Because then I can Thoughtseize them. And we draw Plane. So I can go Thoughtseize here on their newly drawn card. Ooh, Death Cloud is not looking so hot right now. But I guess it's better than Dread Return. Right? If they find a way to kill my Blood Artist, they could potentially Death Cloud back into this game. Whereas Dread Return gets back a creature. And they could just flash it back. So we'll take Death Cloud. Then we're going to go Plains, Digraph Ghoul into Rune Raider. Please don't kill me. Okay, good thing I took Death Cloud. But Cloud Goat Ranger is going to be very good. As long as I find a sack outlet, that way I can like trigger Blood Artist and stuff. And if they activate Wishclaw, I guess they could activate Wishclaw and find a way to kill Blood Artist, which could be a problem. Yeah, actually, if they kill Blood Artist, then Dread Return a Blood Artist, that could be one way they get back into this game. I think it's unlikely, but Rune Raider could potentially kill me, and that would not be good. And they're doing nothing. And their hand is Dread Return, Swamp Forest. Did they even play land? Okay, that's a lot of followers. You know what? That's probably been happening this whole time. Let's just not that happen. They did in fact play land. So their hand is Forest, Dread Return, and one unknown. We draw Unearth, which currently doesn't do anything, but I guess we could lose our Blood Artist and then get it back. That's not the worst thing. Okay, let's attack with Rankle, Digraph Ghoul, and Rune Raider. I'm okay trading basically any of these away. And now I'm going to start sacrificing creatures. Actually, that can work. So I can Rankle, make a sacrifice. Oh, or they just do that. Okay. Target them. So they get to scry. I don't know what they're looking for, but those both die. them, them. Put this trigger onto the stack. So they go down to 6. I can put them down to 5, 4 if I sacrifice one of my creatures here. But I think I want to just say do nothing. Like, I'm okay having all my dudes in play. And they have a forest in hand, so making them discard doesn't really get them out of anything. And I kind of want to save this Unearth to get back Blood Artist in case things get sketchy. Play you. So they're going to need, like, a kill spell. I think they thought they could activate Wish Claw. Maybe not. They're going to need a lot of stuff to get through this one. I'm trying to think what they could possibly find. Damnation doesn't work, so they need a kill spell plus Damnation. I wonder if I should have put them down to 4. And they would need a 1 mana kill spell. So, like, Fatal Push into Damnation would do it, I guess. When it says GG's. At least I assume that's what they said, because you can't click on it for who knows whatever reason. Okay, well that deck was awesome. I actually liked playing these games a lot. Can't remember why we lost a round. Can't remember, but I think the only complaint I have with this deck is the red mana situation. This card was uncastable a lot more of the time than I would have liked, so maybe adding just one more mountain would have been better for the mana overall, because we never really had trouble hitting black or white mana because we had like 10 of each. And the deck felt fun. I liked the sacrifice theme. Unearth was way better than I ever thought it was going to be. And obviously Palace Jailer MVP. See you guys next time.